Ranked is perfect right now.
Yeah, you're not so good without the cars now, are you?
But why did it take so long to get here?
Why?
If you've played since the update where they removed cars, you understand how clean the games feel right now. You could actually argue this is OG Fortnite but on the new map. Simple loot pool, no cars, and most importantly, no overpowered mythics. One of the most widely agreed upon issues in Fortnite for the competitive and ranked community is that there's always these items in the game that are so OP that the least skilled player in the game can take out the most skilled without an issue. And if you're feeling PTSD from the deck you smash or the Kamehameha right now, then you're not alone. Comment PTSD and we'll get you the help you need. And sure, it's awesome that these items allow for the tables to swing like that, but in a skill-focused playlist, that shouldn't be an issue. But when this is an issue, you run into the problem of seeing your most influential people leaving your game. And as a gaming studio, you don't want the cool kids to quit playing your game.
Come back.
There really is no denying the influence streamers and creators have when it comes to what kids want to play today. If they love a game and talk it up, so will the kids. If they absolutely hate it, so will the kids. For example, over the last couple years, we've seen notable competitive players like Benji Fishy, Topher, Miro, Zayt, so many others retire and move on from Fortnite to games like Valorant, which have seen huge growth themselves. And growth those games can largely attribute probably to creators switching over and people following them. And if you really don't believe how much of an impact creators and streamers have, just look at how people freaked out when Topher came back for OG Fortnite. When your game goes from 1.5 to 8 million concurrent players overnight, you can bet a huge swath of those people came because of their favorite creator or streamer. You have to ask, would these players have left had the ranked and competitive games adapted a more basic pool earlier?
No.
And if you really think about it, it's kind of basic human reaction to not want to commit yourself to something that minimizes your ability to control the outcome. Spawning every game with similar weapons on a symmetrical map makes a player feel like they have much more control over a game than the pure RNG that Fortnite really is. Even more so when that loot pool is filled with mythics. A simplified selection of weapons is what makes this game so much fun for so many. One of the most attractive elements of Fortnite is the gameplay, the mechanics. So as the game has drifted away from this and found itself implementing more and more collabs focused on these mythics, the player's access to that specific fun is limited. And what do I mean by that? The more items in a game that promote unbalanced gameplay, the less opportunities players will have to actually access the fun, balanced gameplay they enjoy so much. Instead of a fun, balanced fight, we just get one player running over the other with that mythic. And as a game developer, you really want to minimize the chances your player has to get frustrated and quit your game. If the player feels like they have no chance to win a game, they're just going to move on to the next. If a player feels, oh dang, that was a good fight, I'll get them next time, they're going to keep playing your game. And this matters even more so with older games because as player bases age, their patience go down. But with the current setup of these ranked playlists, that isn't happening. For the first time in what seems like numerous chapters, or at least the introduction of all these collab mythics, ranked feels like a true competitive playlist. With everything being stripped down to the basics, it forces players to play smarter, teams to work together, and for each person to carefully select their loadout. Instead of, just carrying waterbending every game, nothing makes you want to quit faster than being run over by a squad full of players using these magneto gloves or these waterbending. It's just so demoralizing. And after all, that is what ranked is all about. Pitting the best players against each other and allowing them to utilize the mechanics of the game, their surroundings to their advantage, rather than simply just figure out who's lucky enough to get the mythic first. If you're honestly looking to get better at your fundamentals and stop leaning to mythics so much, I highly suggest you play ranked right now because it's some of the most fun you can have and an honest great way to improve your skills.
I'm actually feeling this right now. If you're looking for a squad to play with, hit the Discord in the description. As always, hit that sub button and turn on notifications. Remember, go out there and do something great.